another video. It's been actually we haven't done anything in a few days. It's been about 3-4 days. Seemed like time you flying by. And I said I was gonna get more consistent with the expand your mind too, but you know I'm gonna be running. But I've been back streaming. I didn't stream yesterday, but like I said, I've been doing I've been getting my Call of Duty legs. We're gonna talk about that for a minute. Like, yes, we're still talking about Call of Duty because it's new to me, and I'm kind of excited. But there have been several articles that came out within the last few days, and you know we got the Rockstar. We'll get a little ahead of myself. First, shout out to everybody that just hopped in just right quick. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVP, right? Shout out to you guys. I'm in here with my brother Jay Kratos as always. My man posts up with the close up. I ain't even asked nothing they want to rock, but whoever, you know, we in the Discord, just come here and rock it out with us. Like I said, we got the Rockstar 100-hour week. I see that everybody's talking about that. We also got some what's the guy's name post with the Microsoft leaks? Incredible guy. What's his name?
Clobrill.
Saying that they revamped Crackdown 3 and it's looking like fire. We're gonna talk about that. Also, new rumors now Microsoft was buying Bethesda, and so who do we got? Obsidian, maybe Bethesda, and I see somebody floating on Risk Games. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Microsoft talking about they try to spend $1 billion on some more devs. You know, we want to talk about that. Also, too, what else we got? Oh, we got a new PlayStation exclusive that's out there raising eyebrows. We got to talk about that. Listen. As you guys come in, you know the rules. You hit the like button. We're gonna have a very entertaining show. We'll try to say the least. Hold up, live streaming. I know I was supposed to give you guys the Kid Smooth video, but I've been out there running again. I've been praying about it, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give him another chance. No, I'm terrible. I just snap. You know, what's how I did that shit to dealer, eject Dill Club. Dealer was completing this cat through the dealer straight ass straight out the room. You know, I just snap sometime, bro. Yo, listen. Let me say this, pause. When I did that show with Dilla, right? Hey, yo, so we was talking, right? So everything was going back and forth, right? I just fucking snapped and threw Dilla ass out the room. All day called me like, yo, that's the greatest thing I've seen in my life. Was you that playing? I was like, nah, bro, it just happened like that, bro. Hey, you know what I mean? So you never know. Shit. And you never know how I get, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. You know, but, you know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about a few things today, but like I said, as you guys come in, hit the like button. Jay, what's going on with you, good brother? What are you playing? What are you getting into as the room fills up?
Man, I'm playing that Call of Duty.
Everybody on that duty.
Everybody on that duty, man. That's taking up a lot of my time right now. While we wait for Red Dead and some other stuff. Been on that PSVR with Astrobot and other games. I
gotta get that. I mean, listen, I was like, damn, with VR is what, $300 now, whatever the hell?
Nah, I mean, you can catch it for $199, like with games, with like 2 games.
Yeah, I ain't catch it yet, but yeah, I was just trying to say I'll go out and buy that, and then the PS5 come out with in 2019. They got to do VR. I said, you know what I mean? But you know, I have yet to try it. I have yet to, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be where. It won't be compatible with the other one. If anything, the PS5 will have it where it's all built in. All you would need is the headset.
It'd probably be a better one.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't see them throwing all the early adopters that got PSVRs. Now I don't see them throwing them under the bus and forcing them to go out and buy some new ones and not supporting the current one.
Okay. All right. Hey, Post.
What's good, brother?
Anything cool steady with you?
Yeah, you already know what it is, Mr. Let's talk about it.
We were talking.
A pro right now.
I see, man. Yeah. I see. We were talking a little bit behind the scenes. You finished. What do you call it? You finished.
Yeah, I beat the story on Spider-Man. Just the story. I still got a lot of the side missions to do. In the game, I still got a lot of things to clean up and stuff like that and collect until fully platinum the game. But I beat the story already.
Okay. Okay. Well, you beat me to it. I've been shit. I need to get man. I ain't gonna lie. Time just fly, bro. I
mean, it's kind of hard. You got so many games. It's kind of hard to. You want to start this game, but then when you start gaming, you got people hitting you up saying, "Let's play this," and it's kind of crazy. But I'm finna start God of War today. I'm gonna probably stream it tonight when I start it. So man, when I do, man, I'm gonna tweet it out. Everybody come check it out.
All right. Again, if you guys sent what's up to me, I'm not ignoring you as well. I'm looking at another screen. Shout out to you guys. As you come in, hit the like button. And you know, it is what it is. Hold on. Wait. So you already finished Spider-Man. You're gonna start God of War today.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now listen. Just I'll give you a little privilege before as the room fill up. So for those who don't know, I've that will say I'm being messy. I don't try sometimes I do. I guess I go for shock value. I just shoot from the hip. But I made a statement. I said, you know, don't at me. I said Black Ops 4 is better than Halo 5. Don't at me, right? And again, of course, that caused a shitstorm on Twitter, right? I've been insulted again. You know, I like to come out there and play the victim. It is what it is. People was talking about my punctuation, the fact that I'm a colored man. I should again learn my place, and again they threatened to render me unconscious, literally, because I said I prefer Black Ops 4 over Halo 5. Right now, one guy spent it into because I'm pro Sony now, and I'm got Sony's. Last time I checked, Black Ops was a multiplayer. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. So you know, I've learned. Like it says, I will say this: it's very easy to pick up and play, and I can see why people or even the casuals gravitate towards it. Because I'll give you an example. Gears of War, it took me a while to to get the hang of it. You know what I mean? And Gears, it takes. Listen, I'm not to sound thick. Gears really does take a skill. You know what I mean? I know people call it Shotgun Alley. That was much harder for me to learn to play than Call of Duty. And not saying I'm a pro at Call of Duty, but I did go 21-14. You know, like the second day that I played it, and mine just come from a guy who hasn't played Call of Duty games since World War II. And again, the one thing I don't like about Duty is that I might have been level 4 or 5 at the time. They got us all in there with guys that are prestige. Just that they don't do it according to your skill level. They throw everybody in one match together. You know what I mean? So it is a swing. But like I said, I went 21-14. You know, when I was playing Gears, I was going like 2-30 for like a couple weeks. So you know what I mean? Like, you know, Jokers ain't cut me no slack any damn way. But I know you have it, Jay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think? Listen, I hear a lot of hype. Like, you know, it was getting a lot of criticism. I know people were saying now that Black Ops has destroyed PUBG. Fortnite knocked it out, and now PUBG, now Crackdown. I'm sorry, not Crackdown. I'm sorry. Call of Duty has destroyed it. Like, what do you thought? Your honest opinion about it? You get Call of Duty every year? Is it just that good? You know what I mean? Talk to me.
I kind of got burnt out on Call of Duty probably about 3-4 years ago, and so I hadn't bought one since. And I decided to give this one here another try because of the whole blackout mode and stuff like that. And I came back, man, and this game is flames. I mean, here's the thing about the blackout mode, right? It puts everybody on an even playing field because just like PUBG,
you're starting off,
you start off. That's up to you to find a gun. If you don't find a gun, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Mm-hmm. So it puts even a person who's not, who's new to COD can jump in and be lucky. And especially when you're running with a squad. I mean, the other day it was me, Jabari, All Day, King Thrash, and a couple other people. We were in there playing, and man, we were having a ball. That's just kind of what that is, and that's why I think most people gravitate to these battle royale games because it gives everybody a fair shot to do it. Know when you're playing obviously the traditional modes, then people who know the maps, they're going to know the maps. They're going to know how to use the guns. They're going to have that advantage. But again, it's a great game. I can't knock the game this year. It's something different. Yeah, it's copying PUBG. It's copying Fortnite. That's already been done, but it's COD. So you take the fan base from that and the notoriety of that, and then you put the most notable mode on that. I mean, it's a win-win situation for them. So.
Well, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You Tony has been trashing PUBG all fucking year about how it's terrible and all that stuff, and y'all get a PUBG mode with H1Z1 and now COD, and now this shit is nice.
Well, because I'm sorry, Post. We don't like playing at 14 frames a second, sir.
No, y'all some fucking fries, but it's cool though. He gonna say some. Yeah, I ain't played COD. I forgot which COD I left off on, but it was pretty fun at the time. I think that was back in the 3. I haven't played a COD since 360.
Yeah, I didn't care for World War II.
That's the last one I played. That's the last one.
Because the guns, right? I mean,
I don't like. I don't like them old guns, but that's literally the last one that I played. World War II was literally the last one.
But that goes to show you that. That goes to show you that a lot of people who think Gears is just all you got to do is grab a shotgun.
Oh no!
Gears is very technical. In terms of how you use the shotgun, how you move, how you use your wall bouncing, how you use your cover. Like you have to be very technical in that. And Z, it took a while for Z to get used to that and get comfortable with it. But in terms of COD, he was able to pick up a couple games. You know what I'm saying? He jumped right in. So
join me, post up, and Jay Kralon typing as we Kratos live as we tackle the latest. Hold on, making it sound real fancy, like we IGN the latest gaming.
Moss. Yo, shout out to my bro Moss at M2K. He been handing these ponies L's on Twitter, message threads everywhere. Yo, he been checking these dudes. Shout out to M2K, bro.
Man, you know everybody got Moss muted. Nobody reads shit. Hey, Moss is in the thread with all of us, and everybody got him muted. So talking all day, nobody know what the hell.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Moss is kind of resilient, bro. Like Moss be because they stay on me. I ain't gonna lie. Moss come out to save my ass a lot of time. I post it out there on Twitter. Them Xbox dudes that curse me out, my hop smooth when they ass.
Facts.
Word is born, yo. But shout out, listen, we on Discord and we need Juice. If you want to rock in, I see Juice in the account. Shout out to Xbox Juice. Stranger, nigga, if you want to come rock out, we on the Discord. Just come hop on.
We're on the Discord, hop in. Yep.
Just hop in. You know what I mean? Like I said, as far as duty, and again, like I said, I haven't played it in eons, and how you say? I'm loving it. It's a good game, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've always said, man, I don't like no goddamn Call of Duty. This shit trash, bruh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of addictive. It may look kind of cheesy from the outside looking in, but that shit is kind of addictive. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me tell y'all something. Z is only telling y'all this because he went 21-14 the next day. If he would have went 2-2, he would have called that shit trash.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I went 21-14, bro. I had a positive KDI, bro. I'm like, this shit, hold up, man. It's going down.
You haven't even touched the battle royale mode yet.
Oh yeah, I did. You know what? I did it wrong. I played the battle royale mode first, with nothing them, and then then did the multiplayer. I should have done the multiplayer first to get the feel of it.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I have actually, I ain't gonna lie, I've been on that TDM like crazy. I haven't been back to the to what do you call the blackout mode or whatever. I haven't been back. You know what I mean. But actually, after I finish this little dog shit show ass today, I'm gonna hop back on it. You know what I mean? I told you, bro, you need to double dip, bro. I only got one copy. You know what I mean? But
everybody on the box. Everybody be on the. I know you enjoy the PlayStation, brother.
Yeah, I need
and you don't want to question your own integrity, Jay. You don't want to question your own integrity, but you wanted to come over in that box. The whole party be full of everybody playing Black Ops. Except me,
I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, come on, you know what I mean? They always talk. They said they was talking about your skills and these shooters. Since you put what that shit, Gary said. Jake talked all that shit. Was the first one I got. He said, "Yo, hey, Gary, this is like real life. You gotta go out there and take your time." Get Jay got slumped in like 1 second. Was slumped.
Yeah. hey! I told them. I said, man, I don't mind taking one for the team. Let me go ahead and sacrifice myself so y'all brothers can live.
That fuck nigga know he be dodging L's, man. He will not take an L. He gonna say, no, that's just me sacrificing myself so y'all can live, brother.
I don't blame him. He ain't taking no L's, and I don't blame him.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Shit.
But let me say what we got. So anyway, like I said, I've been away for a few days and come back, and everyone's jumping up and down screaming about this 100-hour work week as far as Red Dead Redemption 2. People said we're boycotting it. all types of shit. Now, we're talking about slave labor, unpaid. Did they get paid for it? Was it mandatory? Like fill me in. What the hell happened here?
Let me tell you what's going on, man. Okay, so Rockstar said that they've been busting their hump to try to get this game over the line. Sometime they've been working 100-hour work week or whatever. They are saying this in a fashion as we're trying to ramp this game up for you guys, for the fans. We know you're ready for it. And some ass hats on social media took it as, oh, you're working your guys too hard, and it's, I mean, they made a whole different situation out of it, and that's not what they meant. And so these guys are saying, oh, you guys are just you're wrong for, I'm gonna boycott the game because you guys are just overworking these devs and this and that. And I'm like, wait, how do we always seem to get back to boycotting something because somebody done ran with something? You know what I'm saying? And it's just stupid, man. People just, I don't know what it is, man. People just stupid these days. I mean, you listen, if you're gonna boycott the game, that means these people working all these long hours and being tired and stuff like that, and they're not gonna get the big payoff. That means you're not supporting them. That means you're basically saying, hey, you done worked all these hours for nothing. So that's a dumb thing to do.
Okay, no. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's I'm gonna put my liberal hat on right now. Gamers are just too fussy, or no? I would say just gamers, because everything's the hashtag Me Too, or we always want something to cry about. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying what's right or wrong. Now we're talking about if they were paid for it and it was their choice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people need the money, some people need the bread.
These people making 6 figures plus. Right, these guys are making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 for this particular project. So a lot of times when these guys so-called get laid off, it's like they didn't get laid off. The project just ended. This game is done. It's out of it. They finished all the DLC and everything. Now they move on to another project with another company if there's not another project for them to move to. But us, for some reason, we seem to think that this is a full-time thing, and it's the gaming community. These guys move from developer to developer. You know, it's freelance. Look, a lot of times there's a lot of freelance work.
Look, I work for one of the biggest technology companies in the world, man.
Talk that shit, Post.
Whenever a product launch is coming up, or whenever a new software is coming out, OT hours kick in. And there'd be a lot of it. You can go there and and pretty much, go crazy with the OT. It's same if you're a software developer and you're moving up to launch, you're gonna kick in extra hours to make sure that everything gets polished.
Hey, Pure, don't start your shit, Pure.
That everything.
Hey, yo, Pure. Eric Pure done said, "Motherfucking slavery was an option." Give me this Kanye. Hey, Pure, go ahead, man.
Right. But if you're creating whether it's hardware or software, and you're prepping for launch, then you kick in them extra hours because you want the game to be as polished as possible and ready for that launch. And if those developers are getting paid for it and they choose to work those hours, then you can't get mad at Rockstar for trying to make sure that this game hit his deadline, man. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, if they're constantly working 100 hours a week all through the game development, then you want to question some things there. But like Jay said, this is contractual work. Once the game is out, a lot of these developers move on. As you can see, a lot of the technical directors have moved over to the initiative. Some of the writers from Red Dead Redemption has gone to Playground Games, meaning that their work is done. We've moving on to our next project. Exactly. So I mean, this is just the normal, man. And if the game come out to be crap, then everybody gonna be pissed. If it comes out to be crap, or you got some issues at launch, then everybody be pissed. But you can't get mad at them for doing the extra hours to make sure that don't happen. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, man. And I see it now, my man. So you got love for me. I appreciate it. So I love you, Next Gen. Yeah, his grandmother sweet on me, man. Shout out to you, good brother. What's my man name here? Hold up, man. What's my? It shouldn't slip past me, but shout out to you. I just seen it just now. Again, so now, like I said, now I would hate to put my tinfoil hat on, and I know that my integrity is always in question. You know what I mean? But the word, listen, I know some people that know some people, and the word around town is that this boycott, this movement, this hashtag. As boycott Red Dead Redemption 2 came from some Nintendo Switch owners, and namely Black Baron.
What?
Listen,
Black
bro.
Baron.
Listen here, man. Listen, it was him, Black Baron. Was say wanted to start this whole hashtag, was boycott Red Dead Redemption. My man here, what's my man? What is going on, everybody? What's my man name? My dude, goddamn, the Nintendo guy I'm friends with. I got a dog. It was him, Obi-Wan, Dr. Trey. See, they came together. The power of the minds of Nintendo fans, And they said, we're going to start this movement on Twitter. Hashtag boycott Red Dead Redemption. Ain't named it because within 100-hour work weeks, could none of them get that goddamn game to run on the Switch. So,
wow.
Listen, man. Listen. Now,
the Joy-Con click.
Yeah, the Joy-Con boys got together. The power of mind said, hey, they're going to spin this shit here. You know what I mean? They overworked these devs. And could none of these motherfuckers get the shit to run on the motherfucking Switch? You know what I mean?
Look, if they worked 100 hours a week, man, go out and buy the game, support them, the developers, and let them know that their hard work is appreciated. It's by choice. A lot of people don't understand. The developers, when they're working on these games, that's their baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They be proud of the work that they put into the games and what they offer it to the development of that game. So if they putting in that extra hour to make sure it's right, go out and support them to show them that their hard work is appreciated.
Yeah, hey, you don't realize that goes on their resume. So when they go to get their next contract, they get to say, "Hey, I was part of this game here, and this game sold X amount of millions,
exactly,
and it did this Metacritic score and stuff like that." Yeah. But if you're gonna boycott it and stuff like that, then I mean, you're defeating the purpose.
Now, listen. The last time I not some check. Now, this Red Dead Redemption 2 is not launching with the multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not launching. Yeah,
just like Grand Theft Auto didn't.
Like, what are your thoughts about that? You know what I mean? Just Red Dead. I'm sorry, Rockstar is being extremely cocky.
No,
because
go ahead.
No, I'm saying 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna lie. Take-Two, Rockstar, they service when it does launch, it's not gonna work. Like there's another one. They go the cheap route. That shit ain't gonna be on. Big as this goddamn game is, it's gonna be rather. It's not gonna most likely be on dedicated servers. Do you think that again they're selling us half the game, right? Mm-hmm. Or whatever the case may be, and they're gonna give you the multiplayer part later. Like,
yeah, that's what they did with That's what they did with GTA.
Yeah, but how do you feel about that?
Free. They're not charging you per se. It's not like they're going to charge you a separate fee for the multiplayer. It's just coming later. From the word on the street, there's going to be 65 to 100 hours of single player stuff, not including side quests and all that stuff. Yeah, so there's plenty of content that's going to be there for you. And then after that, you got different DLC, storyline items and stuff like that. That's going to come while they're prepping the multiplayer. So it worked out for GTA. We seen how that worked, right? So I can't really knock that particular model, what they're trying to do. I can't knock that because GTA has went on to sell over 100 million copies.
I say this for a person that used to play GTA online a lot, they need to not launch Red Dead Redemption, because if it's anything like GTA Online, then they're gonna need to rework some shit. Don't get me wrong, GTA Online is probably part of 9. I haven't been on there in a while, but when I was on there, that online was questionable for a game that to sell the way it does and to make up the amount of money it does, for that online to be trash, getting booted out, and just all types of shit, getting kicked from servers. All, you know what I'm saying? It was a constant with GTA with GTA 5. So for them to make that much money on that title, the online should have been better than what it was. I hope we don't get the same with Red Dead.
Well, man,
Chadman 23 with the $2 holler say, Sea of Thieves gave you tentacles, no cracking, fuck nigga.
What he say?
He says Sea of Thieves gave you tentacles, no cracking, fuck nigga.
But listen, you know I ain't never been a fan of...
How much did they charge for Sea of Thieves?
I don't know, bro. I ain't buy that shit. I got trolled. I got sent 15 free copies. They flooded my inbox with that shit, yo.
That was a $60 title.
Listen, the Xbox community is so disrespectful. They know my distinct. You know I'm a man of color. My blood pressure was high. My sugar level was high. They sent me 15 goddamn copies of goddamn Sea of Thieves. I woke up Sunday morning. That shit was all in my inbox. I was pissed off. I'm trying to delete my messages and shit, yo. You know what I mean? But listen, like I said again, like, you know, I'm just asking the question: is them again, like I said, maybe being cocky? Hey, you know what I mean? Or because most people don't finish the campaign or the story of Grand Theft Auto. They release some statistics. You know what I mean? The people that actually play the campaign, the story. Now people just go straight to the multiplayer. Just think about this: Grand Theft Auto has changed. It has transitioned. It went from being everything. It was all about the single player, right? Running around just doing a bunch of mayhem. But now it's about the multiplayer. You know what I mean? The
game as a service.
Yeah, we can transition right into this. We talk about Ninja Theories, supposed to be a game, right?
Yep.
Like I said, a few years. Well, Grand Theft Auto 3, because that's what made kind of Grand Theft Auto 3. All about running around just doing mayhem. Then we got Grand Theft Auto 4. Still, that's when they introduced the multiplayer, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, the multiplayer of Grand Theft Auto is now bigger than the actual story campaign. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No one talks really about remember the ballads of Gay Tony. You know, that's the last time I really heard about anyone talking about the story part of the goddamn Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And probably could be same thing can be said about Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean? That most people are going to finish. Well, not finish the goddamn story of the campaign. Plus, you're talking about 65 hours. However long the campaign is going to be. Until just spend hours upon hours, whatever weeks and months on the multiplayer. You know what I mean? Do you think this is done by choice? Hey, you know what? We get you guys to appreciate our work, or this shit just ain't ready yet?
I think it's ready. I mean, they've been working on this shit for quite some time. I mean, when was the last Red Dead we got? I mean,
Red Dead for the 360. You know?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's been what, 8 years ago since the last one? 10 years ago. I mean, shit, you can't tell me that this game isn't ready. It's been ready.
No, I don't think
they have the foundation with Grand Theft Auto 5. So, but keep in mind, this is a Western game, right? So Red Dead. It's always been more about the story than the multiplayer.
But if I'm not mistaken, it was Red Dead. Red Dead we kind of put the multiplayer on the map for Rockstar. If I'm not
I don't think so.
It was Red Dead. Nah, Red Dead that's what put it on the map. I think did Red Dead come out before Grand Theft Auto 4? Did it? But whatever the fuck the case, I mean that made me. I remember that being really big for them. And the way that they handle it, and as far as listen, answer in the chat. It was Red Dead, if I'm not mistaken, that really put Rockstar on the map as far as multiplayer.
No. Red Dead always been more story.
He said as far as multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer. Yeah,
as far as multiplayer.
No, he said Max Payne. No, I ain't Max Payne. No, ain't nothing. Nah, it was Red Dead. Yeah, like,
man, that boy
yeah. He said, man, people really didn't like GTA. People really didn't like GTA 4 Online. No, it was it was Red Dead.
Max Payne.
But anyway, you know what I mean. But Ron Lamont said, "Why do you think GTA got 10s because of the story?" I'm not negating that the story may not be ill or it's not dope, but again, this is first of all, look at this. This is the holiday season, right? Look at this, right? The holiday season, right? And gamers who live in a circle, in a bubble, is what are we doing now? Now we got Assassin's Creed. Went from Assassin's Creed to Black Ops. Black Ops. Now we're going to I'm gonna be on Soul Calibur this week. Soul Calibur. And after Soul Calibur, we got Red Dead Redemption. Then after that, we got Battlefield. It's bam, 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 bam. Who really is going to take out the time to, to be honest with you, to, play a story or campaign for 65 hours, or how long it is? It's going to be few and far in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Listen, I'm gonna be real, right? I don't have the time like I used to when I was younger. You know what I mean? Just, if I play a game for 2 hours, shit, I'm one and done. I said, woo! I done shot my load. You know what I mean? I can't sit. I just don't have the time in the day. I don't give a fuck how much Adderall I take. Yeah, I can sit there and if I take I can sit and play forever. But I just don't have other shit going on. You know what I mean? I can't just sit and just play the goddamn game for hours. You know what I mean? Even though as much as I would like to, I just don't have it. You know what I mean? So like I said, during the holiday season, you know what I mean? You got so many game releases between October to November. We still got, I forgot about Fallout 76. People are going to be big on that shit. You know what I mean? Every week is something new, something big. And when they talking about putting out the multiplayer, when?
They didn't say.
Mm.
They did not say.
I don't think it's ready. I think
but
that
how long when GTA 5 came out? How long before we got that? Before we got the multiplayer?
Look,
it was some months.
I look at it like this: that Red Dead Redemption was focused on the story element at first, and then the multiplayer got attached when they seen what the outcome of GTA 5 online. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's why I think the single player experience is ahead of the multiplayer experience, and it should be in that case, because if they was created at the same time on the side of each other, then it'll probably be launching at the same time or a little bit after. But I think this is an add-on. You know, add-on experience. And since it's an add-on experience, they just can't come out the gate with it. You know what I'm saying? So they have to put out a beta to see how people feel about it and respond.
I got a question for you guys, right? Now listen, right? Yeah. I see Von Lamont cutting up in the chat, right? Von out there drinking. Von drunk ass out in the chat drinking again. Von was drinking on the live stream other than now Von drinking in the chat, right? Check this shit out, right? Von says, Z, are you saying that you're a casual? Now I've said this many times. Listen, my integrity. Listen, listen. I know I'm not the most honest man, but at least I'm honest. My integrity is always in question. I tell you motherfuckers, I put the C in casual. Some of you motherfuckers say I put the C in Caucasian. I love my white daddy. Now, with that being said, I'm a man of a middle-aged man, a middle-aged person of color. 40 goddamn years old, goddamn grandfather, right? Mm-hmm. I won't even say I have an active sex life because my glory days are beyond Z, right? Now, check this shit out, right? I'm in my bag, man. Would you guys consider yourself a casual? Children, work, game.
I wouldn't even say that. And only because, right? I'm going to tell you why.
I'm putting a shit on my chest. Fuck it.
Listen, we own all the consoles.
Yes, sir.
We play all the consoles.
Yes, sir.
And because we have wives and kids, because we're not on it 24 hours a day, you know, with 800 platinums like some of these other losers, does that really negate the decades and the decades that we put in? We are, I mean, to tell you the truth, shit, we're more hardcore than most of the other dudes that just started gaming last generation.
Yeah.
So coming from that standpoint, I think we earned the right to take a little break and have you know I got to damage control this shit.
What's my nigga?
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga cold with that shit, boy.
Hey, wait, listen, hold on. I gotta correct this freak nigga in the chat. My man say with VR1. I complete what I like. I beat 3 goddamn games back to back. What I beat goddamn God of War, Detroit. I beat something other. No, I'm lying. I beat 6 games back to back. I've been Rise of the Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, some other shit. Then God of War, the Detroit. Because I play what I like, man. You know what I mean? And here's the thing: if you look at my multiplayer hours and got this thing for Gears of War, I got over like then in 2 months. You know what I mean? I play what I like. I have a one-track mind. I might say I'm gonna go and play this shit, and I'm gonna go back and play this. If I get to playing, say for shits and Gears of War or whatever for 2-3 hours. Like, goddamn, I can't go. I mean, I got other shit going on. You know what I mean? But just, it is what it is.
Look, I look at it like this, man. Like, I don't listen to none of these dudes, man. Like, I got 10-hour work days throughout the week. I got 5 children I have to accommodate. I got an older son that's just in high school. I got a daughter that's about to graduate. Like, sometimes my phone ain't got no time for that shit, man. So I game when I can. And when I do it, I don't look, don't come asking me about no achievements. Don't come asking me about no platinums or no. I don't give a fuck about that. When I get time to myself, I just want to enjoy. I am not trying to focus and go hard and do every little thing in the game. That's why I just beat the story on Spider-Man and kind of left that side shit for when I could get back to it. Now I'm finna go on to God of War.
Hey,
like Z said.
Hey, yo, Von,
sometimes we just don't have time for that shit.
Yo, Von ain't got no chaser tonight. He got that E and J. He got that E and J. He said Poe spent more time tooting his ass for field playing game. Hey Von. Hey Von, hold up, Von. Hey Von, listen. Von, that bitch, he got that motherfucker drinking. He been real disrespectful, man. Von out that
hey, you know what? Von, you a whole fuck nigga in the hell for that.
Yeah, Von out that motherfucker.
Look, I'm just saying, don't come asking me about. Look, my achievement list is open. My trophies are open. You can go there and laugh at them motherfuckers if you want to. I'm not an achievement hunter. I'm not a trophy hunter. I have never said that. So, and that doesn't justify how much I game. I can game and beat a game and not try to get. You're going to get trophies and achievements just for pretty much booting up a game nowadays.
Yeah.
But don't try to justify how much I gain by looking at my trophy and achievements list when I ain't into capturing the motherfuckers in the first place. Ain't nobody got time for all that shit.
Hey,
we got too much shit to do.
Hey, yo, my man, Paul being messy. He said, nah, he ain't drinking E&J. That cheap motherfucker drinking Paul Musan. He drinking that Paulie Mo. We call that shit Paulie Mo in the hood. You get a big ass plate for $5. That's old school right there. You ain't got the Hennessy bunch out, you get the E&J. You can't afford the E&J, you get that motherfucking Paul Musan. God damn. You get a big ass coalition for $3, Paulie Mo. Yeah, but like I said, moving right along, you know, as far as like, you know what I mean, as far as the multiplayer. Now I know that you sent me something. We're gonna have some fun here tonight, man. It's on. Hit the like button.
Shit is about to go left.
Yeah, it's about. I'm gonna try to keep the show on rails, man. You know, Maz made the show the other day go left. He just attacked Kid Smooth out of nowhere. I think you sent me something on Twitter. And I've seen people getting something I want to talk about. It said Ninja Theory is hiring an analytics person, sound potentially as a game and service. Like they're making they're hiring someone.
Yep,
more or less. Now, when you think about Ninja Theory, I already really know them for 2 games. I know they did I think they did Kung Fu Chaos 2, but Heavenly Sword and this last game, Hellblade. Now they talking about expanding their portfolio or whatever the case may be. Maybe their next game or whatever the case may be a game as service.
Oh my god!
Now, what are your thoughts about this?
Z, that was my fear.
Oh shit!
That was my fear. This is when it's finna go left. My fear was Microsoft was gonna gather up these good developers and put them in the mode where
I'm on the show.
Put them in the mode where you finna do what our vision is, and our vision is to put our games on any and every platform and as a service. And so you done took this one of these really good developers and that made Hellblade and other games like that, and now you finna make them come out with a damn Sea of Thieves type game where all this service. That is what I was afraid of. I want them to make another game that was on the level of Hellblade, high-end graphics, a great compelling story, but now it seems like based on what they're hiring, we're not going to get that. We're going to get the services type game. Why are you hiring services people if you're going to come on now. We got
you can't ask.
That's a service. How did that do?
You can't ask this nigga shit about Microsoft. You know that. Listen,
Microsoft has a vision on where they're taking the future, and it is nothing but a service. Of course, all the people that they finna hire are
hit the like button.
All of them are gonna have to compound to whatever Microsoft standard is.
No,
and that's what it is.
Hit the like button. Hit the like. We have to get out of this this notion that when people look at Microsoft, they still see Bill Gates and Obama era. They still see this old Microsoft. Now, if from what I understand,
oh shit,
Ninja Theory came out with a video stating why they allowed Microsoft to purchase them. And one of the main reasons was because Microsoft stated to them that you will have complete freedom and creative control and independence to do whatever you want.
Motherfucker, they told Platinum Games that same shit about Scalebound.
Hold on. That was a must in the contract. That wasn't just them saying that. That was in the contract, fuck nigga. And so now that Ninja Theory is hiring this person, everybody want to say Microsoft is making them do that. Nah. And they not the only one that said that.
Oh,
Booty. I don't even like saying his name. Matt Booty. Matt Booty.
White daddy. White daddy.
Well, we gonna get up. We gonna talk about that later. Matt Booty even said that every studio now has complete creative control and independence to do what they want. Now, if Ninja Theory is going in that direction, that's something that they might be looking into. It's not necessarily meaning that we're gonna get a game of that magnitude that fit around it. It might be something they're looking into, but as we just got through talking about, if you're looking at what games like GTA 5 doing and the money they're making, the games like NBA 2K, games as a service with the money they're making, why not? Why not want to get that bag? Why not want to get that bag?
Overdone said they will have all the freedom with the xCloud, fuck nigga. But okay, all right. Now.
All right. So check this out, right?
Money on the table,
just like we post up said.
We need money on the table, Z.
As far as what? I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me rebut that. Let me rebut that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As I recall, a certain Rare, the studio, they had the freedom to make whatever game they wanted, and they chose goddamn Sea of Thieves. So you mean to tell me now all of a sudden Ninja Theory, they have the option to make any game they want, and they're gonna make a goddamn Sea of Thieves clone?
Oh, see, there you go.
Come on,
see, that's what you don't lack of information. Sea of Thieves was a passion project.
You see what I'm saying?
Hold on.
These motherfuckers got some fucked up passion. That
was a passion project, just like the Gears. What's that? The little pop thing. Not the Gears technical, but the other Gears pop thing. That was the passion project.
So these guys really want to make this diabetic shit. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I'm saying. Phil wasn't too stoked about the Gears pop thing. He didn't even want it on stage at E3, but he respected that it was a passion project for them and something that they really wanted to do. So he put it up there. So that goes to show you that it's not Phil and them telling them go make this. They made that choice of doing that, and Phil is backing them.
That sounds like an excuse to blame the developer instead of blaming Phil. Y'all protecting Phil at all costs.
Hey, my man,
you saw the video. Phil didn't want to put that shit on stage. He went into that Gears pop shit. And he said it. Look at this fuck.
Hey, my man Eric, he said, man, what's post up smoking? Let me hit that shit. No, listen now. Okay. Let's buy. I'm gonna try to be as non-biased as possible, not void my contract here, right? I do take my contract shit. I want to be sued by the ponies, right? Would you consider Red Dead Redemption 2, and as great as that game may be, as a games with service?
No.
What?
I don't consider Red Dead 2 a game as a service.
Okay.
I don't, because it's not. See, here's the thing, right? A lot of guys try to blur the lines between games with multiplayer versus games as a service. A games as a service is a game made and only designed is to make money on after the game is released by keep giving you different content and all the added stuff
and
that's in there.
Red Dead multiplayer.
No.
That's like GTA 5 multiplayer.
Look at Sea of Thieves, right? When they dropped that game, what was their motto? Their motto was, "Oh no, we're going to support this game for years to come with fresh content all the time." Where's that? Where's the fucking Kraken? They yanked the shit out. They didn't add to it. They yanked from it. So this is why you cannot just have your arms wide open with all this games as a service talk. Some of this shit is not for everything. Everybody is trying to they're trying to grasp the stuff that GTA 5 did. They're trying to rush to that. And GTA 5 is unique, right? It did it. PUBG, when it came out, it did it. Fortnite stole some of their thunder, so it did it. Now everybody's trying to rush to capture this battle royale. Well, guess what? That's going to phase out, and there's going to be something else. This stuff is very trendy. Microsoft is basing their whole business model based on this, and I think I wouldn't put all my eggs in the basket for this stuff. I wouldn't. You know what is
crazy, man? I don't understand it, man. You guys say these stuff is trendy. Y'all say PUBG was gonna hit his ceiling, which it looked like it has.
Which it did.
But their format is still heavily popular. Look at what Fortnite did with it. Look at it shifted the industry pretty
Fortnite
much
was
in
free.
terms of. But look though, hey, look, they make it. How much Fortnite make a day? What they say, the last numbers like 2 million, 2 billion or something like 2 billion a day or something like that. It got a PUBG mode. Fortnite got a PUBG mode. Battlefield 5 going to have a PUBG mode. So you talking about it comes and goes. From what I'm seeing, even though Fortnite was free, by them copying what PUBG did, it has become something lucrative for them. They're doing very well. And if you think that the Activisions and the EAs don't see that, then you're crazy. They do see it because that's why they have modes like that. Everybody is playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4 right now and saying the PUBG mode is finna take over everything.
Listen,
you think they ain't finna do crazy numbers like Fortnite?
Post. Here's the thing, right? There is a difference between adding something to your game that adds value versus you're changing your whole business model and your business strategy. There's a lot of companies that went out of business in the middle part of this generation because they were told and they thought that everything was going free to play. Free to play is the next model, so we're changing our whole model to free to play, and motherfuckers went out of business because not everything in industry is there to stay permanently.
Look, my son played Fortnite, and I was sitting in the computer, and he looked over, Dad, where your credit card at? I said, what you need my credit card for? He said, I need to upgrade my car, do something in Fortnite because he was playing with other group of guys who already had it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the nostalgia nowadays. Well, I wouldn't say nostalgia, but that's the thing nowadays. When you're playing a game and you playing it with a group of guys and they have access to things and they're playing for things, you have kids out here that want to be in the in crowd. And that's why these games are making so much money. And Fortnite is making so much money. And I'm pretty sure that Call of Duty Black Ops in the next couple of months are going to be bringing out numbers of how much they're making a day and stuff with people buying stuff in their PUBG mode if it ever comes to that. But I'm just saying, this was a market that y'all said was going to die off, and it seems like it's picking up steam with all these new games that come out that supports it. I'm not knocking adding the stuff. I just feel like if this model doesn't work out, because right now we have 2 to 3 games that Microsoft has came out with that have been 60s rated, and they were games as a service game. So they have not, for one, they haven't proven the quality of the games that they can have that's going to sustain it. How many people we still got playing State of Decay right now? How many people are still playing Sea of Thieves? I don't know. It depends on the user engagements that Microsoft give us, but from the most part, I see everybody playing other games. We always want to bring up, I don't know where we always got to bring up Sea of Thieves.
But because those are games as a service
How many people playing Dream Daddy right now? Fuck, nigga. Get out of here.
Shit.
Get out of here. Let me say, people always try to, look, people who play Sea of Thieves, I've seen somebody who created a whole Sea of Thieves theme around the Xbox.
Yeah, fucking K-Mega.
You know what I'm saying? Created a whole Sea of Thieves in their room where it was like a whole ship set up and they had the monitor and they was like on a boat, like they was on a boat for real. Sea of Thieves is catered to people that loves that game and want to play it. If everybody don't like it or a lot of people don't like it, cool. You have some people that's going to like it. Same way with with State of Decay. You have people that like it and enjoy it, and you have people that don't. But what I think this is, to me, is the cell phone model in terms of games. If you look at games on cell phone, like I said, I talk to people every day who have invested $2,000, $3,000 in cell phone games, making in-app purchases for certain things on the cell phone games. If you think that the game industry don't look at that and try to apply that on our side, then you're crazy. And Fortnite is an example of that. PUBG is an example of that.
Hey, yo, chat man, say your post up. That Sea of Thieves is empty, fuck nigga.
Well, I wouldn't know because I wouldn't know because I haven't been playing it. But I know I see posts on Twitter all times of people who be on Sea of Thieves.
No, you just see K Mega's his retweets of him.
And my man, what's called said Dubs that Sony gave Media Molecule creative freedom, and they can read it for goddamn dreams.
The same people who hype
and that game ain't came out yet.
Same people who shit on Project Sparks. Dreams been announced years ago, and don't nobody complain about not seeing that game. Don't nobody complain about
Little Big Planet, right?
Everybody want to crap about Crackdown get pushed back or not being seen and stuff. Dreams was shown and announced, and ain't nobody seen that shit since then. Fuck nigga.
It got a release date. It got a release date.
Yeah, but these the same motherfuckers who down in Project Spark and shit on Project Spark is gonna be bigging up Project Stream. Bigging up Dreams.
Hold on, my man McNeil J. Chris, a flat earther. He said, "Here go a post with that, so you problem be bullshit." My man Jamal King said, "What's up, fuck nigga?" Post Von Lamont got his foot on your neck in the chat. Yeah, post Von, but they couldn't chat. He back there cutting post the fuck up, man. Yeah, Von out there drinking.
The chat cut me up as usual. I love it though.
I mean,
Von, you a fuck nigga supreme. You get the fuck nigga supreme award today.
Okay, well, I guess moving right along. There's some more rumors again. Microsoft then whipped out that white daddy, that $1 billion white daddy. And there, listen, if you know where that white daddy comes from, you got to go watch the last episode of Expand Your Mind. That guy's always telling me that I got a white. His name is Robert. Shout out to Robert Collins, aka the Hebrew Israelite warrior. Shout out to him. Rumors is Microsoft is not done with acquiring studios. Highly likely, rumored, more likely than not, they've on a low key bought Obsidian, but it goes one step further. And now they're all saying that Microsoft may be in the hunt to acquire Bethesda. What are your guys' thoughts?
Nah,
go ahead.
They're reaching. Stop making up this stuff. I think they got that from Michael Pachter, saying that Microsoft will try to purchase a publisher. As far as I'm concerned, Michael Pachter has never been the one that's been on point with his.
What you mean, a publisher? Now Bethesda, they're a publisher. They publish other games.
They're
more than just a developer. They publish a bunch of other games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that might have some credence, though. That might have some credence.
Yeah, I mean, Bethesda and Microsoft does have a close relationship, but I mean, I don't think they're going to purchase them with the rumor out there that they're purchasing having 2 to 4 more acquisitions. You just made 5 acquisitions. I think Bethesda you have to, man. You're in the billions now, man.
Bethesda is too big. Microsoft right now, they're buying up a bunch of AA small studios. That's their mission right there, to get AA and small AA, AAA studios and build them and expand them. Now, there's rumors out there that they're looking to purchase a studio that is accustomed to making zombie games. Everybody think it's Techland, which is not. It is a rumor out there for them to acquire Playful, who's supposed to be working on the new Banjo-Kazooie game that's going to be announced. That's a stretch. The guy from Tick Podcast, I spoke with him on YouTube. He did confirm the other acquisitions that Clobrill was talking about. He said they knew about them for a while because I guess
they are close with Xbox execs, and he said they already knew about those. So we do have 2 to 4 more acquisitions coming. Who they are, we don't know at all. If there are rumors out there, but Bethesda, no.
Here's the thing, right? I'm gonna look at it as the glass being half empty, right? If they were to acquire Bethesda, just say it was $1 billion or whatever Microsoft is going to spend, right? Mm-hmm. I don't see them spending that much money in what giving this Microsoft regime and making those games exclusive. They still will be on everything. You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
They would still will be on everything. Like you said, they spent $2 billion for Minecraft, and they didn't make it exclusive. You know what I mean? So even if they were to do that, it would still be on everything. You know what I mean?
I don't think they could have to purchase Bethesda and then cut out the PlayStation and Nintendo audience. Mm-hmm. You won't be able to recoup. That's why they did do that with Minecraft. Mm-hmm. They kept it multi-plat, and they was able to recoup and make more off that. Yeah, they was even to make more off that. So if they do purchase Bethesda, I don't see them cutting off PlayStation and Nintendo.
Or if they would have bought EA, if whatever the case, if they just say rumor, if they would have doubled down and dropped $10 billion on EA. They're not going to stop putting Madden everywhere or whatever the case may be.
I really don't think it would be that beneficial for them to buy a big company like EA or Bethesda. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
It's really because, for one, for them to keep everything in house, it's Xbox is not that big right now for them. That right now, their goal is to try to expand their base. And 40 million people is not going to. I mean, you're going to spend all these billions of dollars to sell to 40 million people. Why would they limit themselves? Yeah. You know, it really don't make any sense. Right now, they need to expand that 40 million into, back into 80, 90, where they was generation, and then keep going up from there. So it just really don't make any sense. Not even Sony would do that. Even if they had the money, they wouldn't do it because it really don't make any sense.
My man Chad, my man Chad, man 23 said Game Pass would be on the PlayStation 5. Facts. Just wait. Now, again, like I said, given the dollar, right? And I'm not a fan of his business practice. Again, Microsoft is a software company, and they want their software as many places as possible. That's how they eat. And right now, they're worth more than they ever had. And again, I don't care about Microsoft money. You know I don't, right? But I'm just saying, if they were to do this, I'm just saying it would not become an exclusive. Business would go on as usual. Like they bought the Havoc engine. They didn't keep that exclusively. They're still on everything, and they want to make their money. You know what I mean? And that's just what Microsoft does. Like I said, I'm gonna say this right. Someone sent me an article, right? And this is back in when I was on my militant shit, my Hebrew Israelite Xbox Warrior shit, right? About how many things that Microsoft owns in the gaming industry. I'm not talking about the Xbox division. I'm talking about Microsoft in this whole. Like it was just so much shit like they own, like they don't even talk about, like the things that the program. I forgot the name of the program that they use to make the games. It's
Visual Studios.
All types of shit that Sony and Nintendo everyone uses to make games and count polygons and circles. And Microsoft owns so much shit. You know what I mean? So again, even like Xbox guy, and again, of course, it's for the console war, the pop shit, this, that, and the other. Even if they were to go out there and spend whatever on, just say EA or now Bethesda, you know what I mean? I won't say how does it really benefit the Xbox. Maybe they may have some exclusive content like a third party deal, but that game is still going to come out on everything. You know what I mean? Maybe they may wave their dick and say, hey, if you want the new Fallout game, but are we even talking about crossplay anymore? You know what I mean? But it's going to be on everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, so they're not going to say cut off their nose to spite their face. You know what I mean? They're not going to do that.
Yeah, I just don't see it. But if they do, it'll be an industry change. It'll be an industry shifting. But I just don't see them spending that much money when they're from what we've seen over the last couple months. Their goal has been to target small AAA or AAA or small AA studios and expand them versus just going out and just trying to make one big purchase to solve a problem, which it won't. And I do think that you go small, you grab some nice developers that you think is headed in the right direction, and you put resources behind them to make sure they become the best that they can be in terms of the products they're putting out. Going out buying an EA or Bethesda just won't patch up everything, and it'll make things work worse from a financial perspective, because now you got to figure out ways how to recoup all that.
My man Overdone says, why does Microsoft might as well become a third-party studio? Your thoughts?
If they bought Bethesda or EA or whatever, they will in essence be a third-party studio. But right now they're not, because they don't have enough IPs. They're not big enough.
I do think they are. I mean, they have produce games for the PC. They have published games for Nintendo. So I mean, they still got Minecraft, which is a game that goes across all platforms. I mean, so they're not a big third-party publisher, but they are somewhat of a third-party publisher.
Oh, but okay, well, how about this? I always tell my Sony brothers right here, you know what I mean? They look at it, you know what I mean, like maybe gaming will be better off without Microsoft, right? Or just Sony and Nintendo, right? And I beg to differ, you know what I mean? Because Nintendo's going to do what Nintendo does, you know what I mean? And that leaves no competition again for Sony. Again, I mean, a great game is a great game, you know what I mean? And how you say steel sharpens steel. I don't see Nintendo pushing Sony. I don't. You know what I mean? Nintendo has their own little market. They carved their own little pathway, and they do what works for them. I don't get it. It's not for me. It's not for me, but it is what it is. But again, I'm just saying, as far as gaming to be healthy and shit to continue to growing, you guys don't want a gaming world where there's only just PlayStation and Sony. That's just, I mean, to me, like I said, as far as like, you know what I mean, being healthy for gaming, or I'll give you an example, right? If there was only just Sony, right? Whether you like Microsoft or not, you can't, deny what they bought the game, as far as, I'm not saying it was the first person to give a console online game, but they kind of modernized it, you know, achievements, stores, you know what I mean? Things, you know what I mean, you know, party chat, so, you know, things that we take for granted or whatever, or put a hard drive on a console, things that we take for granted, they were like kind of ones to not want to say the first, but maybe
shit, the gamer tag,
gamer tags, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck. Like, you don't like, yeah, you know what I mean. I listen. Trust me, you guys know you've been rocking out with my dog shit channel for a while. I have not been a fan of some of the things that they've done as far as gaming. I'm not, you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna go as far as say, Microsoft need to get out and just have. Nah, first of all, that's limiting me because I don't give a fuck about no Mario games. You know what I mean? Hold on, my man right here, Cake Batter said Microsoft has brought more to gaming than Nintendo has recently. I can agree with that. And my man Chadman23 said Sega channel was Sega's Game Pass. Sega started their services with the platform. Then when so Xbox will do the same. I hope not. You know what I mean? Because again. I don't, again, now, according to what they're saying, Chad, you know what I mean, according to what they're saying, that they're always going to do a dedicated console, and there's money to be made. This first thing, there's a difference between Microsoft and Sega. Microsoft is making money, making a lot of goddamn money in gaming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sega, that wasn't the case. They closed their doors because it was no longer profitable. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? And again, Sega, I say, was kind of ahead of their time. Hold on right here. You know, we got something here for us from Overdone. He said Microsoft barely even lifted their finger this year. That's what I'm saying. And they're making so much fucking money. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not talking about, I don't like to get talking about Microsoft money because, again, you know what I mean? What has it given me as far as game-wise? But it's not that when people try to compare it to Sega and what Sega went through, it's not even the same sandwich. Sega wasn't making no goddamn money. Shit, Shenmue 2, or then a goddamn game, then it bankrupt them. You know what I mean? Yeah, yep. So it's not even the same sentence. I mean, and again, I don't want a world, even if PlayStation 5 is my primary platform next generation, without, you know, an Xbox. You know what I mean? Because again, I don't care if you, bro, listen, look at Nintendo's hardware. And this is, again, I'm not knocking those that may like it in the chat. That shit ain't for me. Like, I don't care about, you know, Kid Icarus, and I'm just, you know, throwing you back there, or Metroid, or Star Fox. I don't care for games like that, you know what I mean? Same way I don't care for, what's that goddamn game? Crash Bandicoot. I don't like games like that, you know what I mean? And so, again, like, you know, but I do like my, how you say, my single player kind of mature games, or whatever the case. And again, you have the yin and the yang. Now listen, Sony had a great generation this year. They came out that motherfucker, and kudos to them. They went down that motherfucker and doubled down on themselves and kicked Microsoft ass. Good for them. Now Microsoft saying what they got to do. They're going back. They're acquiring all this talent behind the scenes. And we're going to see where it's going to go. You know what I mean? And not to sound cliche and say, hey, wait the next generation. I didn't want to believe, but shit, we gonna have to wait the next goddamn generation. You know what I mean? But again, I said, and to say this, they're gonna have to show me. You know what I mean? I have to see with my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? When I say what's gonna be my primary platform, but I'm always gonna own everything. You know what I mean? How you say I'd rather have it than not need it, and need it and not have it, man.
Yeah,
that's the way I kind of look at things. You know what I mean? You know.
I think I look at it like this. When Microsoft came in the industry, they pushed on. I think if Microsoft, when it came in the industry, we would have the PS2 a lot longer than we needed it, because at the rate it was selling when Microsoft came in, it was doing crazy numbers. I mean, what it did, 150 some million altogether. I think without Microsoft in the industry, you just having Nintendo, and that would have been too much power. Sony would have been able to give you a console when they were ready to, and not when you wanted it. By Microsoft coming in the industry, it kind of forced Sony to move the next gen along and start working on the PS3. It forced Sony to add broadband internet to their system, a hard drive. It forced Sony to create a UI for that system. It forced Sony to the next generation, this generation, to have a PSN network, something that they didn't have in the 360 era, that they left on developers. Because you got to remember, in the PS3 era, in terms of online, that was left up to the developers, where Microsoft came in industry with data centers. So it did. Those moves furthered them to go purchase Geica and things like that. So y'all got it. And then on the flip side, the same with Sony or Microsoft. It's forcing Microsoft to go get their first party devs together. So they motivating each other.
Hey, my man Chad said 23 said Zaire. How many bedtime stories has Phil read you this generation? So how many things Phil has said that wasn't true? Now,
Facts.
Okay, listen.
This is the number one reason.
Let me ask you a question. Do you see Microsoft getting out of the gaming? Be done with the Xbox?
I'm gonna tell you what.
And they're making money. It's making money.
But listen. If this generation coming up does not do what they want it to do,
they're making money though.
Listen. I understand that, right? But Microsoft make money on anything. They can still be in the game industry without having their stuff in there. They already own the Havoc engine. They already own all of it. They're in the gaming industry even when they're not. Even if they pulled out an Xbox today or tomorrow, they're still going to be making money from Nintendo and PlayStation and some of the other technologies that's in there. So that really doesn't matter. It's about, what do we want from Microsoft in the gaming industry? Do we want games from them and a console, or do we just want them to be visible in here? And I think most of us would say we want them to be that void that Sega, when Sega left, we want them to fill in that void like they did. We want them to compete on that level. But a lot of people are going to have to change their way of thinking now, because Microsoft already said they have no will or no desire to compete at that level anymore. Because they're not. They look at this generation here, right? This generation to them was abysmal when it came to competing on the high end level. They don't have the established franchises that Sony does. They don't. Listen, you can say Halo, Gears, and Forza, right? You can say those three, but even those studios, even those games are waning. They're not doing what they used to be able to do.
Let me tell you something. I don't want Microsoft to have the established franchises that Sony have. I want diversity in this industry, and I can say the same, that Sony don't have some of the established franchises that Microsoft has. They don't have a Halo. They don't have a Gears. You know what I'm saying? You can say that back and forth. Look, people.
What I'm saying, Post, is even Microsoft game, even Halo and Gears, right? Even those shooters aren't the best shooters out there. They're not the master of their craft anymore. Halo used to be the game to be. It used to be the shooter. There was no top shooter.
Yeah, and
now there's 50 other shooters out there that has surpassed Halo.
And a lot of them shooters borrowed from Halo, because from my perspective,
of course,
Halo was the first.
We're not saying that, but what I'm saying is, is Battlefield and Call of Duty run this shit, right? There's nothing Sony could, no Killzone, no Halo, or nothing that they could pull out that is going to overdo COD. And then I think, and I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is, I think, you know, at the end of the day, man, Sony gives you the games that have the people coming back for the next generation.
I do understand what you saying because at one point, Halo used to always drop in November. To always drop around November. November 15th was a special day for Microsoft. And people used to stand outside the line. It was all on the news. It was in newspapers. It was titles used to move out of the way of Halo. It was a holiday. It was a holiday. Yeah, titles used to get out of the way. When they knew when Halo was dropping, third-party publishers used to, you know, move their games from around that date that title dropped. It doesn't have that anymore. Can it get back to that level? Hopefully. Is it still a large fan base ready for it to get back to what it used to be? Yes. When it do, is it able to be able to compete with COD? I won't say it will be able to do that because COD is across all platforms. So it'll never be able to reach that type of level in terms of sale numbers and things like that. But I do think that if Halo can get back to what made it great, that fan base will return and be what it was or what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
I agree.
Everybody have a tendency to try to turn Microsoft into Sony. I don't want Microsoft to become Sony. We already have a Sony. I want Microsoft to figure out who they are and then be the best at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm with you. 100%. That's what I was saying, right? Right now, this generation, I think halfway through, Microsoft, they needed to recoup. They need to regroup, figure out who and what they are and where they want to be. I think they learned a lesson from Nintendo, right? Nintendo got to the point where they could no longer compete for the high-end level, right? For all the 4K, the latest, greatest, high-end. It was really expensive for them, and they would never win that argument, right? Microsoft and Sony kind of, I mean, that's just what that was. They were the masters of their trade at that time. Nintendo said, look, we're the masters of handheld. Nobody, you know, out of 30 years, nobody has ever been able to beat us in the handheld market. So let's focus on what we're really good at and what we dominate, and let's just be the best at that. And nothing's wrong with that. If Microsoft says, look, let's find out what we're good at and let's be the best at that, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. It's just right now, nobody really knows because this is that growing time. So nobody really knows. And we've been getting mixed signals, right? We've had Phil come out and say, yeah, we are going to be for the top level. We are going to be for this. But then they'll turn around and make a PC only game or they do something else or they release this. So right now, this next generation is going to be very telling for Microsoft and where they're going to end up indie gaming.
All those games that they announced that Z was crying about that went to PC, Gears Tactics, all of them games will either be on the X or the next generation console. Right. Soon they announced this keyboard and mouse at EXO. Then all them PC game titles that got announced that pretty much works best with keyboard and mouse will be coming to the Xbox, and that's going to be soon because they just dropped. I think the next week. In the next week, we're getting the update for keyboard and mouse on the X. So those games are going to come at a point. It's going to be where
games, I don't want them
it's going. Yeah, it's going to be a. Well, you was crying over them, fuck nigga.
No, I ain't crying. No.
See, listen,
I don't want them shits.
Z, this is what Post saying, right? Right now, the games are the software is kind of light. We'll take whatever we can, no matter where we can get, until we get some stuff that kind of holds us. And I get it, right? You got to take what you can get. So we had to take a Sea of Thieves, and we had to take a State of Decay, and we had to take some of these other little small things until they get some shit together that can kind of pad out the portfolio. I mean, because it's the last couple of years, man. It's been really light.
Spent majority of this whole generation recovering from the beginning of this generation.
Yes.
If you look at it from the image, from all the stuff that was going in the press about not being able to trade game, it was just so much, and some of that stuff is still lingering. So I think next generation will be a reboot for them where they can totally focus on the most important thing, and that is games and gaming.
Hold on, my man.
I don't expect them to do the TV shit no more. I don't think we will ever see that again.
Hold on one second. My man McNeil J. Chris said gamers ain't checking for Halo. It's the same ish. Microsoft don't take a chance, will remain mad at best.
If they do not take a chance with Halo and try to refresh it and bring some new life into it and get some of these new gamers. Now here's the thing, right? Halo, like Poe said, Halo can make a resurgence. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? The only people that care about Halo are us old heads who grew up, who when we bought our OG Xbox the first day, that was the first game that was available. That's the first thing we got. That was the first thing. That was the best thing ever since sliced bread. But that is getting old in the tooth for a lot of the old heads, and the new generation don't care about it. They care about Fortnite. They have no love for that, right? At all.
Halo, that's why I say it's not as big as, but you still have Halo tournaments. I still went back to the Master Chief Collection and seeing people come back to that when they fixed it to say they go back to Halo. They go back to Halo 3 because Microsoft would like Halo 4 and 5 kind of got away from what made Halo. And so it needs a resurgence, and that's why I'm glad that they're not rushing one out. I'm glad that it won't be shown at XO. I'm glad that they are taking time to kind of rebuild it and find out a new direction where they can get that fan base back. Because if between the OG Xbox and the 360 generation, Halo was leading the pack in terms of their first party output. When that game popped, it was leading the pack, but it just don't have.
Hold on one second, my man Robin Burke said the same lesson Sony learned from the PS3 to the PS4. Microsoft was learning from the 360 to the Xbox One. Hashtag drunk as fuck. Hashtag black woman equal gold. Jay, love you, but you still a fuck nigga for real. We on the Discord, man. We on the Discord. But listen, like I said, moving right along. One thing I said, we got this new PlayStation 4 exclusive that's out there.
Is nice.
Raising eyebrows.
That shit is exclusive. That shit ain't get announced for the Xbox. We ain't taking no L's on this one.
Hold on, now let me bring it up. Right, I'm just about to get the game here. What's the name of this game?
Hey, all my ponies out there, I need y'all to pray for me right now.
Hold on, he finna take an L.
Yo, what's the name of this goddamn game?
It's called
Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy. Man! I wish. Hold on, let me see if I can find a trailer.
That game is only releasing in Europe. Only in Europe.
No, y'all got Europe accounts. Y'all got UK accounts.
I got the game right
here. Oh shit! Oh my god!
Oh man, he know this is an L. Now, don't get me wrong.
Can y'all hear me? My mic, I can't hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I know we took an L on that down situation, but the whole Pony Nation taking the L on this one.
Shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This right here, man, is beyond Z.
Hey.
Dream Daddy. Oh my god.
Hey, it's a. Let me give y'all the rundown. It is a dating simulation for men who like other men.
Shit. Okay. Before we go further. Let me get a shout out. Let me get a shout out. There's nothing wrong with Sony being diverse and embracing the LGBTQ community with a game for them that shows
look at
Sony's outreach in diversity and being diverse. Microsoft, Y'all need to get some diversity in y'all lineup. Cause
wait, hold on. My man Overdone said he said in the True Damage said, "How's an exclusive? That game was on Steam, fuck nigga." And Chad man said, he said, "Post was funny. Y'all need that. Y'all all y'all need is exclusive, fuck nigga." But
y'all need that exclusive.
No wonder. And no. No wonder why Yoshi down here. No wonder y'all out here hyping up Dreams. Yoshida told y'all, "Dream, Daddy."
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Again, that is a diverse game because you know Sony, they have games for the Japanese market. They got some for the U.S. market, some for the European market.
I thought that was
y'all got the dolls. Then we got we got daddies. We got dream daddies.
Yoshida say since I'm inaccessible, y'all can build your own custom daddy.
Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie, hey, bro. I thought that was a joke, bro. Bro said that's for real.
Hey, I refuse to take an L for that. That just shows Sony's dive. Damn.
And my man McNeil J. Twitch said, "Goddamn, we take the L." Phil suggested this shit to show shit, and he ran with it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit wild, Jack. They look like Daddy, the Dream Daddy.
Hey man, I'm glad that's only dropping over in Europe. I'm over here in the US. Hey, all my European homies, I'm gonna have to throw y'all ass under the bus right now.
He said, "Build you a dream, Daddy."
Hey yo, I thought some real shit though. I thought they was just trolling in the chat. Man, that shit for real. I was done, bro.
Y'all better chill out. Z, you already know you on the edge with the LBGT.
I know. I already know.
They gonna set your shit down again.
Oh man.
Again, that just shows the diversity, and Sony's not afraid to tackle these issues. Just like The Last of Us is not afraid to tackle the lesbians. This shows the diversity, and Sony is all inclusive. Yeah, Microsoft needs to step their game up.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Said the daddy. My man said the daddy edition.
Hey, if they come out with a custom console, man, goddamn.
Hey, my man Chad, man, said Xbox giving out baby dolls though. What's worse? I ain't gonna lie, that shit neck and neck right there, good brother.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Baby dolls ain't got nothing on this daddy edition, bro.
Hey, baby dolls.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. He put the baby to bed with that one right there. That's what this shit for.
Niggas out here with custom "Who's Your Daddy" things on their PlayStation.
Hey, for the record, that is Post Up and that is Z. Please attack their channels and not mine. I am cool with the LBGTQ community. I don't want no smoke. Hey, since y'all talking about that, how about we get on these goddamn avatars?
Oh yeah.
These anti-black man fade avatars.
Hold on, my man Overdone said Microsoft diversity is Xbox avatar, all from a white man to aliens. Yeah, but listen, I heard, man, they went too pro-black, the avatars that Microsoft had up there.
Yeah, man, that's an industry as a whole, man.
Nah, fuck nigga. Don't blame it on no industry. That's
I'm gonna do one of you. I'm gonna do one of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the goalposts a little bit too. You just carried that motherfucker all the way across the field. Niggas say Sony is inclusive.
Hey, y'all like how I did that? I told y'all Kratos don't take no L's.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Yeah, man.
No, but yeah, that is. I mean, that happens a lot, man. Even in game creation, when you're able to create your own character and things like that, you just don't see that on Xbox Avatar. You see that across all games. You know what I'm saying? The black guy has limited features, or it doesn't expand or expound as much as the features you can get with a white guy as far as hairstyles and all that stuff. And if they are black, they some like tar or terrible black color that
it's
like
either too dark or it's too white. It's not that. It's but I don't know. It seems like the only thing they can get right, man, is goddamn 2K and Madden, right?
Yeah, 2K and Madden. You ain't lying about
Yeah.
that.
Why, you know, yeah, they can get the brothers right in sports games, but you know, we'll see. Hey, word on the street is that Red Dead gonna allow you to create you know, black characters in that. And if so, man, that'll be dope.
I seen some in the trailer in part of the game. Hold my man Chad, man 23 said Post got that baby on his arms right now. I ain't gonna lie when Microsoft came out, what's my man name? Hold on, what's my man name? When Major Nelson came out with that show on his Twitter. That same day, Smooth said he was shut down his channel. I said, God damn, he was fucking ass skinny damage control list. You know, Smooth about to quit the other month. Yeah, I don't know that white daddy edition at me dying, man. God damn, dog. He was a hell of a father. You know what I mean? But you know, I seen people complaining, like, 'cause I've been away for like 2 days, complaining about the lack of features for colored people. I mean, you know what? They might address it though. You know, and fix it. I thought some people they was complaining about the you know, the women looking like affirmative or something, but I didn't know it was also the.
No, you didn't see the video?
I seen it was a couple of videos because the one started off with this is a straight man and he had a ponytail or something. They was talking about that with the makeup, but then I didn't. Also was I seen the one video that said with the man with the fade, like that was kind of crazy.
With the fade, with the half fade. Like, man, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but if they're in Red Dead Redemption, that'd be dope too because there's a history of black cowboys.
Yeah, black cowboys back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, who said my man Overdone said Post got to hold that dog on the XO18 event.
I know. And you gonna hold your daddy? Fuck nigga.
Hey, we even.
Hey, yo, let me ask you a question. Like, when is Paris Games Week? When is that starting?
Paris Games Week?
Yeah.
When is Paris Games Week? I think it's this month.
Yes, I think it's this month.
Yeah. Paris Games Week.
You said, do you think that Microsoft will use Vibes Cartel song Fever to open?
Okay, Friday the 26th. That's the day that Red Dead dropping all the way to Tuesday the 30th.
Oh, damn.
So the 26th through the 30th. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's. So when is Microsoft Excellent? When is that? That's November. When is that?
November 10th.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
about a week later.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about next month.
A lot of fussing and cussing.
Now let me ask you this though: the event is being held in Mexico City, Mexico.
Yeah, they do Fan Fest there every year.
Yeah, that's why they do Fan Fest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, right? If this event, well, and this is why I'm thinking the event is not going to be a big event, because it's in Mexico, like it's a U.S. product, a U.S. company. Why would they move it to Mexico where you're going to have a limited base unless they're going to tout FIFA or something like that?
They just decided to do it because Fan Fest is going on, and so they just decided to do it all at one time while Fan Fest is going on.
Listen, they supposed to have some heavy rumors. They supposed to be showing supposedly on stage. You're supposed to see Splinter Cell. They're supposed to reveal like I don't know how true it is. These are the rumors.
We've been saying that for the last 3 years. I'm tired of people talking Splinter Cell, man. Every E3, every event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming.
Superman, remember that? Like all this different stuff.
Ubisoft just stated that they're ready to start working on that in Prince of Persia.
Yeah, Prince of Persia.
They just said they were ready to start working on it. So, but I think it's been in developed secretly for a while now because we had a trade. Remember that last trailer we got on Splinter Cell when they was holding a hostage in the house. So I think it's something in the gameplay footage we got on that. So I don't know if they went back and revamped it, but I do think it's been in development. For a while, and there's also supposed to be some new game announcements at XO2 outside of the acquisition. So something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be taking the L that day. You know, I've been real adamant about saying this is gonna be a real dope event and a huge event. And if it don't turn out that way, if we shutting off the stream saying like we did the last one, I will publicly take my L. I will take my L. But
I've learned dealing with Microsoft over these last 5 years to take a wait and see approach, right? Because you pulling for them. I mean, low key, you know, we really pulling for them. But when they disappoint you time after time after time, like when Phil say something and then he retracts or he's wrong time after time, like I don't have battle wife syndrome. I'm not going to keep. Daddy, when are you coming home for Christmas? That's not me. I'm like, you disappoint me once, I'm done. Like, I'll just wait. If you announce something, then good. But I think a lot of people putting too much stake into this, and then Microsoft could always say, well, look, this is just a fan fest event. We didn't say it was going to be this, and this. You guys are the ones that hyped it up.
Yeah, I mean, that's always how it turns out. Microsoft come out with these statements, temper your expectations.
Yeah.
The fans, like myself, sometimes don't even look or read that. We look past because in my case, this has to be huge for them. It has to be big. They has to deliver something. It can't be just another inside Xbox. Like we've been getting them joints has been terrible. So my expectations is big because Microsoft and Phil as a whole has to deliver in terms of going into the next generation and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to be that big as far as they showing you their cards. I think they're going to do that at next E3, but at least we should get some type of expectation.
My man Jamal King said, it's coming like that long ass boot up screen on my X. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any high expectations. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. Like I said before we get the hell up out of here, I think in my heart, Microsoft wants to put on a good show. I just don't think they know how to. You know what I mean? I'm just being real because I don't know what it costs them to make that inside Xbox show or whatever it does. And first, you know what I mean? It has high production value. This shit is just dog shit. Like I asked them, who the fuck is that show for? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's bad. You know what I mean? Like it's really bad. It's not. You know what I mean? I didn't think nothing get any worse than Nintendo Direct. I'll put them motherfuckers with their neck and neck. Like them shit is trash. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the end of the day, man.
Well, I'll say this, right? This whole generation, it seems like the reason why it can't seem like Sony could produce a great show and put on something is because it's what you're comparing it to, right? Is this whole generation, as soon as Microsoft throws some good news out there, Sony is right there to counter that shit with some good news of their own that is going to overtake what Microsoft has just shown. So I thoroughly expect, as has always been the case this generation, on every single good news, Sony's sitting back with some good news, waiting. They're gonna probably overshadow event with some PS5 talk or some gameplay or something, and that's just. I think Sony has mastered that.
Surprise news was that Dream Daddy. Fuck is you, Tom?
You shut up,
Daddy.
No, but you can't lie though. You can't lie. Sony has crafted this generation. If you're if you can control the narrative, control the conversation, you just smother the competition. And all it's going to take, the EXO event come out with some great news, everybody's talking about it, and then the next day,
come on, man,
they give you the date or they show some gameplay.
Come on, PSX just had a trashy.
PSX?
Yeah, PSX. The last PSX was trash. You know it, Z know it. I mean,
it was great. It was great to me because I was there.
Man, get your ass. I'm
just saying.
Talk your ass out of there, man. I'm there. Let me tell you something. That shit, you was there to see that trash. You was probably falling asleep just like
the Last of Us.
Fuck, nigga.
The Last of Us. I mean,
it was trash from the overall majority. It was trash, but people tend to move on from that. They don't really harp on it. Sony for giving out that trash event as much as they hold Microsoft. Each event, Microsoft motherfuckers be holding that over Microsoft head for months and months and months and months.
I'm going to admit, Post. I'm going to admit, right? I agree with you there. Why? People love a winner. It don't matter, right? People love a winner. Yeah, when you winning, baby, people love it. No, seriously. Last generation, everybody was shitting on Sony. Sony really couldn't win, no matter what they did. Right? It was all about the Xbox. In this generation, now it's Sony's time. They're doing everything right, and Microsoft doing everything. That's just what that is, you know. And Nintendo, they tend to get their ass kicked every day, all day long. Anyway, but that's just, you can't cry about it. That's just part of the game. That's just how it is.
So you're telling me Sony is doing everything right?
Who the hell is this robot?
Yeah. What's up?
Get his ass.
So you telling me Sony has been doing everything right?
Well, for the most of the part, they've been delivering to their fan base and the almost 100 million. Right, all the time, they got all this different content, whether it's VR, whether it's indie, whether it's Dream Daddy, whether it's anything else. They're delivering the content, and that's just
Daddy.
Sure.
You love me.
Let's go from there. So, how long the PlayStation 4 been out?
4 years, the same as the Xbox.
When all the stuff you just named, when did it come out?
What stuff did I name? What are you talking about? VR? VR came out with like two years into the generation.
So they've been delivering the whole time, though. You just said that. Which one is it? I
said they've been delivering. They're winning. They're the winner. They've been delivering all. Listen, I named all that they've been delivering. Right. So let's go back to 2013 because I know. No. Listen, this is where you guys want to live in 2013. But this is how I kill that argument. This is how I kill your argument. 2013, 2014, Xbox was still getting outsold even though Sony didn't have no games. So why you keep going back to 2013 and 2014? There was never a time this generation Xbox was winning. So does it really matter? Does it really matter?
Weaker.
No, I'm just saying, does it really matter? Sony has been winning every single year this generation. So why you keep going back to a point of time that you were still
winning? They haven't.
But that's not
they haven't.
When?
You can't say they've been winning every single year this generation.
Name 1 year that Xbox has won. Name.
You just said
beating the dog shit out of Microsoft this entire generation.
Exactly.
Next generation.
Exactly.
That's not what I asked you.
Well, what are you saying then?
Everything right. Then you said this whole generation they've been
pretty much. They've. What did I say? Repeat what I said word for word. I said they have been right for their fans. They have been delivering VR. They have been delivering Dream Daddies, Indies. They've been delivering all of that stuff. Whether you like it or not, they have, and that's why they're the winners. You can justify it however you want.
You try this shit. You try this shit with all the bots. That shit works. Me telling you Sony ain't doing shit right is not me saying Xbox is. But you try to correlate the two. Like, I give a fuck about the bots. Because I'm going to kill their dreams in a second, too. All that Bethesda, Techland, fuck all that. They get y'all ass out y'all fucking dreams, out of the fallacies that Phil done blew up y'all ass. Because that shit ain't happening. But we're back to Sony fucking up.
Okay.
I'm asking you to explain Sony's fuck up. I don't give a fuck what Microsoft is doing.
Let me ask, what did they fuck up on? Let me ask you.
Sony's not doing shit at the beginning of this generation, and you waiting for it. So now you're telling the bots not to wait. How come you could wait, but they can't?
You know what? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you. No. Let me answer your question. He has hey guys, everybody in the chat, hit the like button because it's finna go down.
Overdone host said no time for losers because we all winners. And my man McNeil J. Pierce said, "Post you ain't like the PS6. That's a you problem, you fuck nigga." But I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hit the like button.
Listen. Okay. So back to what he said. All right. I'll take that. But let me raise you this, right? Sony came out for all its flaws that you want to throw at it, right? Sony came out in the beginning of a generation, right? They gave you nothing but remasters. They say, look, we cooking some shit in the kitchen. Give us a couple of years, we'll be there, right? If that's at the beginning of the generation, guess what? It's 2018. This fucking generation is over next year, and you just now starting to do some shit? Like, if that's any generation. The beginning of the generation is always like for both sides, and it was for Microsoft too. For both sides, right?
I'm gonna pose you a question. Microsoft said they have no more generations. So everything
in the middle of a generation, you just gonna flat in the middle of generation when you getting your ass handed to you, gonna say, "No, hold on, time out. Okay, we got this basketball game on. Time out. This is the second quarter of the game. No. We're not playing the 21 anymore. I'm gonna change the rules. I'm gonna change the rules. We're just gonna play the 3.
You can't do that.
You can't change the rules in the middle of the game.
No,
tell you how slick this fucking is. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Mass.
I have another question. So the PS5 is rumored to come out next year, right? Everybody's talking about PS5 2019. You even just said Sony is going to say something about PS5 in order to lambaste Microsoft and take the shine away from them. You know, you just said that. So
I said the talk. Yeah, I said the talk. They'll probably come out with some. They'll probably come out with some talk or whatever.
The Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima. When is all that coming out? Is that coming out on PS5?
I believe both of those are going to be. I believe some of those are going to be cross-gen. So you got Naughty. You got You got Naughty Dogs. You got Naughty Dogs. Their new game, right? They killed off Uncharted, so their replacement for that game that they're working and they're hiring for right there. I believe that's going to be one of their launch games. There was another game that they announced that they're working on. Supposedly maybe a new Killzone or whatever that is going to be the launch, and then Horizon 2. So there's some stuff that's in there. Don't act like. Because Microsoft is not telling you anything. They got a shitload of sequels to games that they already released, on top of the new stuff that we don't know yet.
Again, I just told the bot to stop with all that vaporware bullshit. Until I see some games from these studios, they don't.
I agree. The games you just said, I agree with you. So let me tell you what I think. Listen, let me tell you though. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen next generation coming up, right? The same shit that happened, right? We're gonna get a bunch of indies. We're gonna get a bunch of VR content. We're gonna get a bunch of obviously the AAAs, right? You got your The Last of Us, the Ghost of Tsushima, fucking Samurai Showdown. They've already, that is gonna come out. You got again, a lot of the other stuff that they already have that they're working on, so that they've, some of the stuff we're just gonna have to admit, some of the stuff is gonna be cross-gen. It's just going to be cross-gen.
Let me put it real quick. My man Ruben Burke said nobody was saying wait to PSX no more. I wonder why. And my man Uber done back. He said Microsoft doesn't even give you a reason to buy an Xbox. You fuck niggas.
Can I say? I want to say this. Jay is a slick dude, and y'all gotta listen to this nigga when he talks. Now he just said we're not gonna go back to 2013, right? He said that because he don't want us to bring up the fact that back then, in the beginning of this generation, Sony was sparse. So he wants to keep you focused on the now and present. But he then state that it's 2018. We're at the end of this generation. We're going into the next. But then when Maz brung up Microsoft, he say, why are they trying to do something in the middle of this generation? So what is it, fuck nigga? Are we in the middle of this generation, or are we at the end?
He brought up back in 2013 days, right? Look, listen, the glory years for PlayStation is now. Right, this is why I'm trying to stay in the now. The y'all glory years, for some kind of reason, y'all think y'all glory years 2013 when PlayStation didn't have any games. Glory years. I don't know. I'm just saying y'all tend to live in 2013 era.
Xbox ain't had no glory years since the
You said Sony did everything right. I said even at a time,
and I named all the shit that they did right. I named it.
If they come out at EXO and announce 15 fucking brand new IP, Sony is still gonna outsell them next generation. Still gonna happen. They're still a more global company. All that is true. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how come you waited for games.
Yeah,
but telling the bots not.
Okay.
Exactly.
And
it was cool about how it was cool.
Pay the bills.
Let my man
Don't say this.
let my man get the story together. Hey, yo, my man Floyd was exposed the fuck nigga who said Call of Duty won't sell. Say the name. And my man Ruben Burke said if Sony goes back, compact next ponies are moving to the goalpost again. What's the reason to buy PlayStation 5? Still junk. Hashtag fuck nigga and a half. First of all, who said Call of Duty wouldn't sell?
I don't know who the hell.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you said if Sony goes backwards, compact next point they're gonna move the goalposts again. What's the reason?
Backwards, compact gonna be the thing next year because Sony gonna have it, and J Dub is gonna. He already got his statement prepared right now. He's just waiting for them to announce it.
Let me give you early. Sony has the games you really want to play. They have the catalog that you really want to play.
Hey, my man McJoe.
Who made new systems to play old games?
Hey,
right?
yo, my man McJoe Chris said Chris like killing you fucking niggas. That's why he said it's alright to play Sony old shit because that's what you really want to play anyway. Fuck niggas. Yeah. We ain't talking about that white daddy. Now listen. That joke is crazy, man. So listen, shout out to everybody that rocked out with us live, man. I gotta go get baby girl from work. Shows when we having fun. But I will be back. We'll be playing tonight, man. I don't
know, but Sony new theme song is Daddy, do you love me? And
Hey, again, to anybody listening, that is not me. I am cool with the LBGTQ community. That is these fuck niggas here.
Daddy,
leave my Twitter.
We didn't say, as far as I'm concerned, we didn't say anything disrespectful about that community.
Hey,
we didn't say nothing.
Z didn't really say nothing either, but he got his account closed and everything else.
Z always getting this shit closed. I just got off banned on Twitter, man.
Z be banned everywhere. He get banned on Twitter, come off banned, and then get banned on Facebook.
Yeah, man. They say
get banned on, come off a ban on Facebook, and then get banned back on Twitter again. The only way place he's safe is YouTube.
Yeah. He the only person I know get banned.
Oh, they done took his mic. My man Floyd Miller said PC widows upset they don't get Red Dead Redemption 2 day one.
Hey, that's another reason. If you're a PC gamer, where Mask at? Did he run his ass off?
He probably his mic he probably fine.
While the PC dudes, this is the number one reason. Man, what's up with it? Yeah, your mic. Hey, what's up with Red Dead not coming to PC?
Red Dead will be on PC probably next year.
So you gonna do the wait now, huh?
No.
Yeah, this fucking nigga gonna be waiting. He gonna be waiting.
I'm a normal gamer. I have every fucking thing, and I'm not broke, so I don't. Damn. I play whatever I want, whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
He said big bank take little bank. That's what we talking about, man.
Oh shit!
But shit, it's like I played Spider-Man and God of War on the PS4 Pro that I turned on for Spider-Man and God of fucking War. That's it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So what system are you getting a Red Dead on? Mass?
The X.
The Switch.
Mass Mike went out. My man said, Mick Joe, Xbox fucking is playing Quantum Break in 2013. Think they was playing greatness. Laughing my ass off the trash. Hey, McNeil, man, come on, McNeil. God damn, McNeil. McNeil,
you tell him about it, McNeil.
And you gonna be playing that greatness when Control come out, fuck nigga. What y'all hyping up? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck is you talking about?
That white daddy.
Daddy.
Hey, yo, but listen,
you know what though?
Daddy.
PlayStation told y'all greatness awaits, and y'all said okay.
And that shit came, right?
Why?
It came, right? Greatness await, and guess what? It came. Greatness came. Greatness is here, goddammit.
Yeah.
Somebody kill Mass Mike.
Okay, but listen. I'll be back. Actually, I'll be back later on today. Tonight we live streaming.
You got 2 games. So I'll give you God of War. Spider-Man's okay.
Yeah.
Detroit was dog shit.
So what game do you like, Mass? It seemed like you don't like fucking game. What game do you play, and what game do you like? That's what I kick him out.
I just said God of War was good.
And my man Floyd Mayweather said, "Tell Post stop damage control," and he real fuck nigga.
God of War was good.
Shout out to all the fuck niggas in the chat that been calling me fuck niggas all day.
Yeah, they got on your ass. They pause.